5 kinds of men that good women cannot help, change, or must not date. Let's talk about this. My name is Chengi. I am your dating and relationship expert here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy, where I teach you ladies how to present as a high value, high status, and high worth woman that high quality men find completely irresistible. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about these 5 men. I did this reel on Instagram, and I encourage you to join me on Instagram. And if you're coming from Instagram, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment so we can continue to grow and have exciting times together. And in this reel that is actually about to hit 1 million at the point of the recording of this video, everybody is really touched by this, because it really is something that I came up with as I was meditating and just walking, and realized that for so many good women who are loving, who are cherishing, who are respecting, women who listen to my videos and do everything that I tell you to do, and have been doing it even before you listen to my videos, women who genuinely have an open heart, a loving heart, women who don't want to harm a man, who want to do good to a man, who want to build with a man, who want to support him, who want to be his cheerleader. Great women who will have his back and go to war with him. This is the woman that I am referring to, a woman that is kind and warm and general and generous and sensitive and honoring and respecting. All of these beautiful things that make up a dream woman. I recognized something very early in my career and very early in my personal life, that there's certain men, no matter how good you are, no matter how noble you are, no matter how integrous you are, these men are rotten eggs. First on the count is an angry man. An angry man will show you exactly how cruel he can be. An angry man is usually angry because he's not been able, or does not feel, did not have the tools, the ability to actually address the transgressions that were done against him. Maybe by his mother, maybe by his father, maybe by his society, his community. Whatever has happened, he has built up this anger on the inside of him. And he will not display this anger in front of another angry woman. And if he does, it's going to be riotous. It's going to be crazy. And then he's going to walk away from that relationship feeling like a victim, because she's going to give back as good as she gets. But women who are good are going to more likely absorb this energy from him. We're more likely to do, well, a lot happened, make excuses. But the more you stick around being good to a man that is angry with the world, angry with his past, things that are unresolved, he will absolutely demonstrate to you how terribly cruel he can be, how unloving he can be. He will do to you everything he's not been able to do, and he will keep doing it because he knows that it is because of your integrity and your character that you will not walk away. We have this horrible nature in us as humans to abuse the people that we know will not leave, will not abandon us. And so we tend to stick around and get abused. An angry man has no love to offer a good woman. An angry man has nothing but cruelty to serve at the table. You cannot change him. The moment you realize that a man is angry, it is time for the black swan to walk away. If you've been listening to this broadcast, you feel that you identify with anything that I have said, I want you to know that we're not leaving you on your own. Actually, I have created a complimentary initial call with my coaches. You will be able from today onwards to call one of the coaches and have a conversation about the particular issue that is bothering you. This call is completely free. No obligation. It is our ministry and our service to you to make sure that we get to touch base with you, understand what's going on with you, and actually give you a moment to speak with a professional, maybe even for the first time in your life. But I don't know how long I'll be able to offer this to you, my darling swan. But whilst it is here and you're watching this video, please find the link below, or if you're on Instagram, comment help. Take care of you. The second man that a black swan cannot change is an immature man. An immature man is always looking to be emotionally dysregulated and for you to be his mother. When you date an immature man, it is not very long before you become his mother, before you are the one who has to regulate him, apologize even when he's the one that's wrong, deal with his little tantrums, go through these little moments, pay the bills, do his laundry, cook for him, do everything, because this man never actually grew up. He is stunted in adolescence. Something happened somewhere in his past, and he's not been able to actually go past his juvenile years or even his childhood. And this man dates specifically looking for strong women who have their act together so that they can become his mother. These are the men that will drive your car and stay in your home and burn your fuel, and all these losers that we are having to deal with are men who just never grew up and are not comfortable with adulting. They do not enjoy the challenges of being out in the world, and so they seek out good women who will feed them, who will be patient with them, who will hope in them when really they need a mom. The next one is a jaded man. This is a man that has dated many women, has been hurt and disappointed by many lovers. He's tried his best. He really wanted love, and love never came. And so finally God hears his prayers, because that's what God does, and sends you along, allows you to cross his path just to show him that you're a good woman, that you'll do the right thing. But he's jaded now. He cannot for the life of him believe there is a woman that would ever want to do him good. This man has nothing to offer you. A jaded man will take everything you do for granted, because in the back of his mind, I wonder how long it will last. He will not consider what it costs you to be a good woman. He will not consider the options that you are not entertaining because you're trying to be good to him. His heart is already worn, and he will absolutely take everything you do for him for granted. And when you finally get it together to walk away, he's going to say, you see, she thought she was a good woman, but she's like all the rest. Once you get certain comments from a man, oh, these women, all you women are like this, pack your bags and keep on moving. If you're on a date, tell yourself, this will be the last time I'll be seeing you, sir. Because to be honest with you, this man has nothing to offer you. The next guy is a cheating man. A cheating man. A cheating man will always think of you as his partner as a disease. Somebody asked me, what do you mean a disease? He will see you as somebody that is creating chaos for him. A cheating man really has no problem with cheating. He understands and recognizes that the rest of the world thinks there's a problem, but a good woman would understand that he doesn't mean it, that it's just sexual, it's not even emotional. So when you start to complain and you start to say, he starts to see you as the problem. You are the problem, you are the disease, you are the problem. We're fine here. I told you, it's not even emotional. I just need to try this, a little that. It's nothing personal. Now you're trying to create chaos. If you're a good woman dating a cheating man, he will always ultimately make you the problem. He will ultimately make you the disease in the relationship, because he does not in any way, shape, or form perceive his behavior as unacceptable. He sees it as natural, therefore acceptable. So if you have a cheating man, my advice to you is keep it moving. Last but not least is the wounded man. The wounded man... The wounded man seems so vulnerable. A good woman likes a vulnerable man, a man who can talk about his feelings. Not too much, we don't want him but we want him to talk about his feelings, and we want him to give us a solution. He can talk about, I've got this business deal and it's really kind of freaking me out, but I got this. But we like to know that he's freaked out and things are not, and then we want to be able to say, oh, come on then, put your head on my lap so I can stroke it, baby, and tell him that he's the most amazing man and he's going to get it done. He's so amazing. We want to be able to do that. We don't want a stoic man that never has anything wrong with us. But this guy, the wounded guy, he's so incredibly vulnerable. The wounded guy wants to share with us. He wants to share his heart. He wants to share everything with us, and we love the wounded man. Because with the wounded man, we can feel that there's a connection. We don't really expect it to last or to get worse. But what ends up happening is once the wounded man or a man comes to you and starts to share his trauma, where he's been, the things that have happened to him, he's getting ready to make you a punching bag. Because he knows that if he tells you where he's come from and you're a good woman, you're not going to be so quick to kick him out when he starts to misbehave, because he has every intention of misbehaving. So when a man comes to you, we have to be able to tell the difference between a vulnerable man and a wounded man. Like I said earlier, a vulnerable man is going to share how he feels. Recently I've just been feeling a little bit, a little bit unsteady, or I've been feeling a bit sad over, the loss of my dog or my cat, but it's really good that I'm starting to really do better, and, this is my plan. Vulnerability in a man must always come with a plan for an exit. That's where he can be vulnerable and masculine. It's okay for him to say, things are not great emotionally, spiritually, financially, but here's the plan. The plan is this. And what do you think? He can ask you for your opinion or be open to your opinion, but at least he is leading with a plan. What turns us off as women is when a man just comes with a problem and he has got no solution and he's looking in our face. Then that feels unsafe to our nervous system, and then we lose attraction. And so whilst we like vulnerability, this is a manipulative tactic. If a man is going to lead with his trauma, please understand this. You will be a punching bag. I hope that this video was really helpful, and that I will see you on the next one. In the meantime, do take care of you. I love you lots. The House of Swans is the new portal for the Black Swan Relationship Academy. The House of Swans is where you will be able to completely access me and those of you who are serious, focused, and committed to your Black Swan journey. In the House of Swans, you will get access to many of the courses in the academy depending on your subscription level, but most importantly, you will get the exclusive courses I am creating only for the women in the House of Swans. So far, we've been talking about the power dynamics between men and women, sharing things that I will never share on public platforms, giving you insight so you understand how power flows between the masculine and the feminine. I'm also sharing about how to be completely and totally unforgettable in the bedroom, how to get a man to be completely and absolutely generous with you. And all you have to do to be a part of this elite society is to click the link in bio. And if you're watching this on Instagram, comment the word swans and a link will be sent to you. Love you lots.